everybody. This is Dr. Ryan Dunlop for the Full Arch Masters podcast, and it is January 2024, and we have finished yet another flagship course in Fresno, California, kicking off 2024, doing it right. I'm joined by three of my colleagues today, and it's a little bit of a tradition at the end of our Full Arch Masters course. I like to talk to some of my docs that have gone through the course. So just briefly introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and kind of your experience in full arch dentistry.
Sure. I'm Anthony Olson. I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and my experience in full arch dentistry started in 2015, and just excited to be here. Glad we went through the course.
Awesome. Doc?
I'm Dr. Maneet. I'm here from San Diego, California. I've been doing dental implants for 12 years and full arch for maybe about 7 now. And I've been here just, sharpening the sword.
Mm-hmm. Well, welcome. Doc?
Hi, I'm Lucas Wiebe. I'm from Canton, South Dakota. We work in Sioux Falls, South Dakota with Dr. Olson. I just got started in full arch dentistry in the last year, and happy to be here. Had fun. Saw a lot of the digital workflow, which was really eye-opening and neat for us. So
awesome. So the three of you are kind of at different stages in your career in terms of your exposure to full arch dentistry. What would you say are some of the hardest things that you had to deal with in full arch dentistry up to this point?
I'd definitely say the workflow, so that's kind of geared a lot of my treatments away from full arch, is just all the analog workflow and working with an outside lab, sending stuff back and forth. So right. I'm really excited about the digital workflow and how we can incorporate that into our in-house lab,
right.
Using our two lab technician skills and advancing their skills and allowing them to do more things than what we've been doing for the last 5 years or so.
And they actually came to the course with you.
Yep.
Right. So What's the power of that, having those guys here? Very
powerful. They're kind of spinning their wheels a little bit in the mud. We're making hundreds and hundreds of arches of acrylic dentures in-house,
right.
And they need something new,
right.
to give them something to strive for too. We're constantly going to CE and learning new things, so it's nice for them to have something new, a new way to help people and expand their skill set too. So that's been awesome having them here.
Great. Doc, what are some of the biggest challenges, roadblocks you've encountered?
Well, one of the nice things that the digital part gives us is that we're able to actually even do a surgery like the next day or the same day.
Right.
And the biggest challenges have been those temporaries that the patient has to stay in for so long. They get these terrible occlusions in their temps too.
Right.
And it cuts up their tongue, and they're like, "Is this what my final is going to be like?"
Right.
And
you're always just promising. You're just promising. Don't worry, it's a temp. It's going to get better.
Yeah, and they get that Pac-Man bite, and they're just, you're sending everything back to lab. You're taking it out, and you're taking it off. It's not fun for anybody.
Right.
And I'm thinking about this and how much more fun it's going to be just to be like, here's this beautiful product, but don't worry, it gets even better.
Right. And you said you're kind of in the beginning of your journey in terms of full arch. How does it feel to be kind of starting at this digital revolution and not have to go through all of that pain and pressure with the previous workflows?
Right. We were talking about analog workflow this morning or last night, both times. But yeah, we were talking about how many steps there are.
Right.
6, 7 steps and appointments. So yeah, to do it all in a few, that's going to make a big difference.
Absolutely. And I think all of you came with various team members, right? You didn't come alone to this course. How important do you think it is to bring team members from your practices to this course?
Very important. Going to a CE course, if you don't take it home and actually implement it into your practice, it was a waste of everybody's time.
Right.
So a lot of times when a dentist goes to a course by themselves and they're excited about something, they may try to implement it the first week and then they go back to doing the same old stuff that they do. Right. So if you have your team with you and they experienced it too, it's a lot easier to implement something new when you go back. So I'm glad they came, and
I think your wife came, right?
Yeah.
And so it was like a break from how many kids? 6 kids?
6 kids.
So did you feel like this was a break from parenting, or did you miss them a lot?
We miss them a lot.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
This is the longest trip we've had away from them. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm assuming they're just watching themselves. There's nobody else.
Oh, yeah. No, we have a lot of help back home. So.
That's good. That's good.
It's good that there's FaceTime.
Doc, what about bringing your team?
Well, full mouth dentistry it's teamwork,
Right.
and if you want to do all the steps yourself and not delegate anything, you can do it all by yourself. But if you want to empower team members to support you and to be there for you when you can go do other things, and come back and supervise, you really want to empower them in the course where they can see it from a more advanced point of view from the people who teach it.
Right.
So they can be at your education level rather than being taught from you.
Agreed. Any thoughts on bringing a team?
Yeah, our lab technician got some hands-on stuff this week, so that'll be good. She can use that back home when we start doing this. And yeah, it should translate pretty well.
Absolutely. In addition to team training, we focus on a lot of technology at the course. You guys got exposed to a whole array of scanners and, everything from design software to 3D printers and photogrammetry scanners. How important is it from your perspective to see all of that at a course? Or would it be better to just be force-fed one way, this is the way you do it, and this is the way you take it home? Any thoughts on that kind of, full spectrum of stuff that you saw here?
Yeah, it was nice to see different avenues and different ways of doing things because, not all the technology is going to be implemented into one office all at once. So it's nice to see, hey, if this is where I'm at in my career and this is where my office is at, this is an option for me. This is a way I can help patients.
Right.
Or maybe, hey, I've already been at this level. Maybe there's some different technology I can use. So it's nice to be exposed to several different things and not being pushed one certain way of doing things, which kind of just, hey, you take what you want away from the course and implement what you want, and there's a lot of options for it. So that was nice to see.
That's great.
So,
another strong facet of the course is our follow-up. We want to be part of your journey. What are your first steps going back to your practice, Doc?
Well, I have a couple arches scheduled next week or the week after, so we're going to be sending cases in and getting this process going right away. I'm excited to start buying the things that I need to do it.
Everybody leaves Full Arch Masters with a healthy shopping list.
Yeah, big shopping list. Buy everything, be ready, be prepared.
Right.
And just plan so that we can do it right the first time and even build more momentum with that.
That's great.
And, show everybody what we learned in the office and get everyone, the whole team that's not even here, energized for something so great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you're starting out, but you got a lot of cases in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you most excited about to go back and bring to your practice?
Just immediate load, getting people. We have a lot of people that start with dentures and overdentures. I think I'm excited to just do the immediate load, get fixed.
Right.
And let patients know that that's an option for them, and
of course,
a really good option.
Of course. So imagine there's a couple of docs sitting out there watching this podcast, sitting in their office or sitting on their couch. What are you going to say to them if they're like, I don't know if I should go to Full Arch Masters? Anything you want to say to that guy or gal?
Yeah, I'd say get off your couch and get out of your office. Anytime you're in your office, you're just doing what you've always done. So if you're not gonna go to a course and you need to change. I don't want to be that dentist in 40 years that's still doing the same thing.
Right.
I don't want to work for 40 years, but
yes, me neither. Yeah, I get it. Any thoughts talking to someone out there?
Yeah, if you're at home and you're thinking, hey, I like doing implants and I want to go to the next level, well, you have to go to somewhere where there's a wealth of knowledge, a lot of experience behind that knowledge, and not just from Doc, from the treatment plan coordinators and from the assistants and all the reps. We've learned a ton, and I feel like now I can make better decisions moving forward. And I think that will be good for everyone in the dental community to be able to push themselves forward. It's always a good idea.
Awesome. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I'd say come out here. It was a nice atmosphere.
Yeah.
Good reps. We saw a lot of good stuff. Got a lot of the digital workflow. We were talking last night about one thing that we wanted to see, like a single unit, and it sounds like we're doing that this afternoon.
Just
so
materialize
glad we're sticking around for
the
that.
universe was listening.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so that was one question we had, and you brought it up, and we're going to do it.
I know.
This afternoon.
It's funny how that worked out.
It's perfect.
Well, you mentioned the hospitality, and I really work hard to create a fun and inclusive and interactive environment. You want to give a shout out to my team because they work super hard. Anything that you want to say there?
Yeah, I feel like since we met Amy to sign up for the course months ago. Just it was easy. She was easy to contact and get set up with the course, and everybody here has been very accommodating. There's somebody in the corner of the lab. You can go walk over to them and just say, "Hey, can you tell me what you're doing?" And they're have a wealth of knowledge, and they're willing to share it. So that was really nice to see everybody's welcoming open arms.
That's great.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Everyone's been really hospitable. Everyone's been really supportive, and even I ask, "Hey, can I call you afterwards if I have a question?" They're like, "Yeah, anytime. Just reach out. We'd be happy to help you, your team." And that's really comforting, knowing that we're going to have that support going to the next phase.
Yeah, super important to have that.
Yeah, I was very comfortable coming here. If I get up, I need to get up and take a call or walk around a little bit. Okay.
Right.
Laid back atmosphere, go talk to anybody we need to. Great food, great staff. Everybody was really nice. And yeah, just been overall very good.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy lives, out of your practices, coming all the way out here to Fresno, long travel for some of you, and spending the week with us. We work really hard to try to create an environment that is fun and engaging and educational. So I appreciate you, and I look forward to really seeing the journey that you guys are on, because it really is a journey. There's no end point. It's just constantly evolving. And this course last year is different than the course is now. And next year it will be a little different than it is now, because there's always new things and there's always better ways to do things. And so we want to try and always adapt, just like you guys. So have safe travels back, and we will touch base soon.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Full Arch Masters podcast. I'm Dr. Ryan Dunlop, live in Fresno, California. January 2024 kickoff course for our curriculum this year. We have a full schedule ahead of us. If you're interested in enrolling in a course, I highly recommend you check out our website, www.fullarchmasters.com. You can also check us out on all our socials, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, we got it. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this interview with three amazing doctors who are going to go back to their practices and change some lives. Thank you, and have a fantastic day.